Hey, so, my VTuber's not ready. Don't mind me. My VTuber's not ready. I might pop in on accident. If I pop in and be like, oopsie doodle! There you go. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's been a while since I pulled it out. I'm sorry! And of course my husband turns on the stream, and I hear myself echo. It's been a while since I pulled it out! My goodness. What is happening here? What is happening here? Why are you not connecting? What do you mean my phone's not connected? Bullshit. Oh, of course it changed again. Why would it not say the same fucking number? There we go. Sorry. Once I pulled out. Love Mal. Oh, I know. I'm behind. It's fine. God loves me. Maybe not. But it's fine. You all love me, right? Maybe. I mean, that's why you're here. I guess we're gonna figure that out. Hey. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. Maybe. I think I got it. Hold on. Hey. Oh my God. Hi. Don't. Pay no mind to the mic. Pay no mind to the mic. Pay no mind. Hi. How y'all doing? It's been forever. Oh my God. Do I sound like ass? Because I had to grab a new mic. You sing it? No. I want to, but no. Pay mind to the mic when you say, I don't know what you're talking about. But guys, I haven't seen you since last year. But hi, guys. Hi. You're here. Yippee! Guys. It's been since last year since I saw you guys. But yeah, so it's been years. Have you been? Hey! This is a classic joke. Real. You know, the joke will never die. Every time, as long as the earth keeps spinning and we follow a calendar, the joke will never die. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. Deeply appreciate gifting a sub to Carissa. Yeah. I'm gonna spit my gamer subs, damn it. But oh my God, guys, it's been a while. I can't leave it. You can't leave it. I waited a year. The last year, just not here too. As long as there is a calendar that requires us to acknowledge that there is a year change, it will continue to be such, and the joke will continue to live on. But yeah, I've been watching your videos since last year. What a knee slapper. But anyways, hi everyone. This is the technical first stream of my new quote-unquote schedule. For those of you who don't know what's going on, if you've been here being like, I haven't been keeping up with Michaela stuff, why is it taking so long for Michaela to stream? Well, let me tell you. we're doing a little bit of catch up before we get into game development. So, waiting for your streams since last year. Peace, Lappa. But to basically catch up with everyone on what's going on what the heck's happening. First and foremost, if you are still here, if you still show up, thank you so much. Deeply appreciate you being here. I deeply love and appreciate you, and I wish that your pillows were always cold when you go to sleep. But otherwise, William, thanks for the 100 bits. Deeply appreciate. Thank you, William. William's such a good guy. I like William. He's cool. But if you continue to be here, despite like me not having a consistent schedule, despite me not constantly being like every other VTuber that like streams 4 times a week, thank you. I deeply appreciate you being here. But this is a new. What if I wanted hot pillows? Then I wish for you to have hot, whichever type of temperature pillows you want. I wish that for you every single day. This is the new me. This is not necessarily a villain era, but more like I'm gonna take care of myself. This is my Miles Morales arc. This is my I'm gonna do my own Than arc. My own Than arc. My new thing arc. Because purely on the basis of I have a lot of work that I gotta do. I have to get a lot of hours in for another job. I have to do upkeep for another job. There's a potential for a 3rd job, maybe a 4th. There's a lot of jobs that I'm doing at the same time. Only those who like work close to me know my exact schedule, and it terrifies them. They look at me like I have 3 heads, and they're wondering how I'm alive. So let's just put it that way. If you work with me closely, you know exactly the hell that I'm putting myself through. Not that I'm being forced into, that I'm electing to put myself through. You know exactly what's going on, and it's fine. Don't worry. I've managed to make it work logistically. So, you're played by, I play by my own rules arc, exactly. So the only constant schedule, constant as in promised, as in I cannot pull this away, type of schedule will be every Monday will be Game Dev Monday. Every Monday. Unless I am like deathly sick on my bed dying, or there's an emergency that's pulled me away from my office, as in like I literally, legitimately, physically cannot be in my office, there will be a stream every Monday, and it will be Game Dev Monday, because guess what? I'm a game developer! Yeah, I've been a game developer since 2022. No, since 2022. I've been a game developer since 2012. 2013, 14. Somewhere, because I started development work in 2012, and then I actually started getting my ass in gear in 2013, 14. And so, yeah, I've been in game development for a while. And then I stopped, because my imposter syndrome said that I was not good enough to be a game developer. But then, like, in the least couple of years, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want. I got hired to write for dating scenarios for a game, and I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own game. I'm gonna come back in, and instead of making a visual novel, I'm making an actual game. Because apparently people don't think visual novels are actual games. So, fuck it, we ball. So every Monday, I've been developing this game called Home on the Strange. If you don't know what that is, exclamation mark HOTS in the chat. Hopefully it works. I pray it works. The site's not finished. There are some updated designs that haven't been put up yet because I've been trying to catch up with the new year. But guys, part of today's recap, part of today's design process, part of today's discussion before we get into the script writing will be to show off some new designs that Demon Artie in chat made. Because they're fucking amazing and they're absolutely wonderful. And down the line, we will be discussing, not only just like more of the designs, but also more of like the recap of what we need to do, what we have left to do going forward, what our year is going to look like. I didn't know you have a clone imposter. I love that. Imposter syndrome is essentially this mentality where you don't feel like you're good enough. It is one of those things where I don't feel like I genuinely don't feel like I'm good enough to be a game developer, but I am one anyway, because guess what? Being a game developer means you need to develop a game. That's it. There is no, well, you need to make X amount of money. No, you're a game developer if you actually just make a game. If you sat there in RPG Maker and you made a game where a sprite goes back and forth and you called that a game, guess what? You're a game developer. So I need to start recognizing that I am a game developer. So, we're going to discuss the things that we need to do this year, if we can this year, because, excuse me, stop it, not my wire, stop it, other than like doing progress work and all this other script work, we need to start designing GUI, we need to start designing the game, we need to start programming. Kitty be me. It's fine. Kitty's grabbing a wire that they shouldn't be. It's fine. It's fine. We love them. But yeah, so that's what these streams will be about. If you don't know what the hell I'm doing, I've been working on this game for quite a while. Home on the Strange, exclamation point HOTS. And we're gonna work. We're gonna work hard. Fast and hard. Just how lots of people like it. Anyways, so otherwise, in terms of my streams going forward, it's when I want to stream. Not, oh, I need to hit 4 streams a week because, oh god, my life depends on... No. No. No more. No more. My life does not depend on me being a quote-unquote successful streamer in order for me to be successful. That's not how this works anymore. I'm a VTuber. I know a lot of people don't recognize it, and I know a lot of people don't recognize that when I have friends who are VTubers that I am also a VTuber. Yeah, I'm a VTuber. So, I've already paid for this model. I've already decided my representation. I'm already showing myself off to you all. So, when I do stream, it'll be what I want to show you all, what I want to stream for you all, what I want to do with you all. Like, for example, this Saturday, I'm forcing 2 of my friends to watch Epic the Musical. Like, it's not a, oh guys, we're doing a game collab, or oh guys, we're playing a game. No, I'm forcing my friends to watch Epic the Musical on Saturday. So make sure you come around. Let me actually show my thumbnail that I made with it, because I actually like it. It was actually really cool. It's actually really cool, the thumbnail. But yeah, so I will be forcing my friends to watch Epic the Musical with me on Saturday at 7 p.m. CST. So yeah, it's like, and for those of you who are curious, I am not new to Epic. I've been watching Epic's in like development since 2022 when it first began with the Troy Saga. So I know Epic the Musical. I'm aware of Epic the Musical. I'm aware of all of the shenanigans that have been going on, and I know of like the big publication issues. I know of like the casting, like how like when people were cast as they were cast. So I am fully aware of Epic. My 2 friends are not. My 2 friends have heard like the bits and pieces of Epic the Musical, like very small bits and pieces, but I will be forcing them to watch the entirety with me because I am a needy friend like that. Well, maybe not needy. They'll kind of look at me like, hey, is everything alright? Like, yeah, fine. I'm just catching up at work. But yeah, so if you don't know what Epic the Musical is, you should come along. Saturday, 7 p.m. CST. It'll be great. But otherwise, I know I have to play Project Eden. I know I have to play Project Eden's Garden. I gotta play that. Because I'm a Danganronpa fan. I just need to figure out a time to do that. But otherwise, we're all just gonna have a fun time. Okay? We're all just gonna have a great hunky-dory time. Sound good? Hunky-dory? Yeah? Oh yeah. Okay. So, with streams, again, constants, Mondays, or otherwise, there will be no, hey, what's the schedule for this week? There is no schedule. I stream when I want to stream unless it's a predetermined collaboration. And then I will let y'all know when the collaboration happens. Otherwise, so basically, pay attention to social media. I beg, pay attention to social media. Because I still have people coming in being like, what's the next schedule going to be like? I thought Michaela was streaming at this time. No! Pay attention. I post on Blue Sky. I post on Twitter. I post on Discord. I post on the YouTube community channel. I post everywhere. Please pay attention. And note that I am in my chaos era. So if you don't catch a stream, it's because you weren't paying attention to my social medias. So jingle the keys. Hello. Just jingle. Where are my keys? I don't have my keys with me. Or else I would like, hold on. Like, hello. Hello. There you go. But yeah, so there. All right. Are we ready to get into 2025's development of Home on the Strange? I got the thingy. Okay. Keys. Hello. My husband just gave me his keys to jingle. Here you go. Thank you. All right. Do that for me because I'll forget. FKU, come on! What is that, Mentos? No, keys! Keys! Everyone, keys! Pat said the keys, keys! Alright, let's get into this. We have a lot of work to do. And guess what? I'm bringing out my handy dandy typewriter. Exactly, we all need the typewriter. When we're doing a story development, we are bringing out the typewriter. So let's go ahead and let's go! Oh god! Ah! Spotify! Or else it's gonna be silence and no one's gonna like that. Ah! Well, actually, hold up. Actually, hold up. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Up in private. Oh, you. Okay, this way. Yeah, because I fixed a thing that wasn't a thing before. I fixed a thing. Hold on. I actually fixed a thing. So, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, but don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? It's not working again. What the heck? It's not working again. Are you kidding me? We had it working before. It was working before. It was working before! What was going on? What the heck? What the heck? This is bullshit. I get to be angry. I get to be very angry. That's fine. It's fine. I'll just pull up Spotify. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Work for you. No, it's fine. I was trying to play some really nice music for you all, but apparently it doesn't work. So I gotta pull up another thing of music. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, is it just not pulling anything anymore? Okay, that works. Okay, so that works. Are we seriously gonna try? Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're gonna try and make this work. All right, hold on. We're gonna sit here and make this work. So, okay, okay. Let me pause this because this is gonna get okay. So, huh? Why does it have to be window capture? Why can't it just be audio capture?
That worked.
It's gonna show that up on screen. See? And not everyone sees my Spotify! Ah! Alright, hold on. Studio mode. There you go. And we're gonna see! Okay, capture audio. It's not gonna. Well, yeah, because it's not gonna go up until I do this. It's not working, Brian. It's not working, Brian. It's not working, Brian. It's not working, Brian. Brian! It's not working, Brian! Why is it not working, Brian? Brian. 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 It needs to capture the audio, Brian. It can't just go to the video. It can't just capture the window. It has to capture the audio, Brian. Why is it not working, Brian? Why is it not working, Brian? Brian. We fixed it yesterday! What happened?
Was the audio? Oh.
They're labeled, Brian. That's his mic. If you mute that, no one can hear me.
This shouldn't matter, right?
No, it should not matter. Brian. I'm about to lose my mind, Brian. Force SDR, see what happens. Nothing. Okay, never mind. That's on me. Michaela. Why did that work, Michaela? Michaela. Brian. You can't turn that off, Brian. That has to be turned on in order to sound to be heard. Brian. Get out of here! I'll fix it later. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll fix it later. Ah! It's fine. What are you? Get off! Get go away! Brian! If you continue to mess with my things, I will bite your hand. It's off! See? Off! That's the... What? That's not going to change anything. Go away! Go away! Ugh. It's fine. God hates me. It's alright. So, we'll just go with Spotify. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. We're just gonna go with Spotify. Don't even worry about it. At least Spotify works. Alright. Alright. Okay. So. Let's get back to work. Oh my god. Brian. Okay, hold on. Brian's back.
Which one of you bitches said cancel me?
Why? We're not. It's not serious. Relax. Chill. Relax. It's not a big thing. Ah. I'm trying to do games on Monday, and here you are asking who's canceling you. Okay, you did it. Dying. Alright. Anyways, let's get back to work. Alright, we're here for a reason. Okay, so, oh my god, that is still... Okay, I need to, like, make it bigger. Let's make it bigger! Alright, so, zoom. Alright, here we go. That works. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Here we go. So yay, until Saturday, I get to have fun beating the shit out of my OBS. It's gonna be great. Anyways! New format? No. Well, like, I have the Word document, but we're gonna talk... Again, this is a recap first. What? Do not ban! Do not ban people for my stuff! Unless they're a racist! Or a homophobe! Or a misogynist!
It's only 10 minutes.
About to go a lemon grab up in here. Unacceptable! Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So sorry if you got Dan. You know, just 10 minutes. Just give it 10 minutes, dude. Just give it 10 minutes. I promise you'll be fine. 10 minutes. Now, actual business! God damn it! We've been delaying for way too long. Alright. Think you're going crazy. Live stream edition. Exactly. Alright. So, we have a lot of things that we gotta do. We gotta talk about a lot of things that we gotta make sure that they happen. Do I have the list ready? Where the fuck is my to-do list? Where is my to-do list? There it is. Okay, there's my to-do list. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this. let's talk about this. Yes, okay, actually, first, let me show you guys, I need, like, hold on, I need, like, a fashion runway walk. Hold on, I need fashion music. So, hold on. Royalty-free fashion. Oh, music? Okay, we need to follow me here. Demon already gets the fashion show music. Why? Because I said so. Because I said so. Look at me, Demon. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain. All right, here we go. So we're gonna talk about some of these designs real quick. You know what? This one will work. This one will work. All right. And we're gonna start with the best one. We're gonna start with the thirst trap for Demon Artie. That is Armor, obviously. So if you don't know, Armor is a side character who has become a romance option. And we actually, this one's better. Armor piece. We love Armor. We love Armor. Armor is great, fantastic, wonderful. We love. Snaps. Currently no pronouns, as in like any pronouns. So you can throw a pronoun on them and they'll be completely fine. Because we have 2 masculine, 2 feminine, 1 binary, no, non-binary. And so I figured this is literally an Armor spirit. Any pronouns works. All right. So Armor will be a romance option. Because Demon Artie has been providing design upgrades. We're gonna say upgrades, people, upgrades. For these characters. So this is Armor. There you go. All right. Now, next. Hold on. We're getting rated. Witch Magnus! Welcome to the world of fiction. I am your storyteller here in the world of fiction. My name is Michaela. I'm a game developer, writer, director, voice actor. I forgot I should probably mention multi-award-winning director. I keep forgetting that I legally have to add that now. You may recognize me from a couple other places, but right now we're talking about my games. And one of them is the designs of these characters. One being Armor. So here you go. All right. So there you go. So we have that. Next, we have one of our villains, Charles. Maybe we should, instead of going in alphabetical order, I should go in, like, character importance order. But it's alright. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just go with the villains. So, next up, we got villains. Why are you rebanning? Okay. It's like, so yeah, we have Charles, who is the main character's younger, annoying, perverted-ass little brother, who is trying to be a paladin, but his older siblings are getting in the way. So this is a little shit, and we love him. Maybe. I don't know. If you like him, then... But yeah, this is Charles. Fantastic little snot-nosed character. We love him. I have a couple of voices in mind already for his voice profile, but we already wrote voice profile, so it's fine. Alright. Let me actually go back and introduce our main character real quick. Yeah, boy. Yeah, look at our boy. Look at our undead hero. Look at that. Look at that. That's our lich right there, guys. That's our lich. Yeah, our non-binary. I only identify as a threat. Lich character. But yeah, so. Instead of having the drab, like, non-defined and very much don't look at me type of design, Demon Artie went with a more regal design. That's not because the original Deathbringer is like this big, beefy, honky, like, lich that you would see in, like, Baldur's Gate, World of Warcraft, whatever the case may be. But this is a more subdued lich, and it does make them unique. So yeah, this is our lich. This is our main character, guys. This is who you guys play as. You can label them however you want. They identify as a threat. So take that as you will. Lich be lichin', exactly. You guys are so fucking cool. All right. Now we have a new design for Kyra. Which I think you all will like. I personally love it. Look at this little bitch. Look at this little cunt. Look at her. Isn't she such a little shithead? Look at her and her magical girl bullshit. We love it. And I say that lovingly because the design is fucking amazing. The design is so goddamn good. So yeah, that is our little princess, Kyra. The Akira. I will never pronounce it correctly. So, because I wrote it one way and then I keep pronouncing it like 3 different ways. It's great. So yeah, we have Kira the Good, who is this, I am the face of the Holy Order, but I am actually a little brat who doesn't understand anything and I just want everything. So, that is Kira the Kind, or Kira the Kind. So yeah, look at her. It's gonna be so fun to cast her. It's gonna be so fun to see how many people... And I don't necessarily want, like, an over-exaggerated cartoon voice for all of these characters, but I definitely want a personality to be there. I want there to be like, this is absolutely 100% a fantasy game. There is no doubt about it. All right. Then obviously you all saw Charles. Charles, little snot-nosed little kid. We love him. We want to beat the shit out of him in the same regard. It's great. Now, Philemon, who is your oldest brother and high priest of the church. We appreciate him, and he's in his redemption arc, even though he absolutely did wrong as a child. Your choice whether to forgive him or not. But he is such a sweet... He's a sweet man who is just trying to do his best. And he is enemy number 3. He is villain number 3. Look at him. Look at him. You look at him and you hear, "Take me to church!" in the background. But there you go. But that's Philemon. Alright, and then finally we have the BBEG of the story. Not necessarily of the actual, like, land itself. Gemma. Who is absolutely a zealot of all regards. And believes she's absolutely the right. And she might be, depending on what side of the coin you look at. Gemma is our BBEG and your oldest sister. And, it doesn't necessarily take a short while to realize what's going on. She looks at me, yeah! Too bad I'm not voicing her. I'm voicing another character. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Okay! We have our villains. Now it's time to make you all thirsty. I hope you all have water. Or at least something to hydrate yourself. Because we have a witch. Love interest number 1. The witch. Look at her in her splendid glory. Charisma to the extreme. We love it. We appreciate her. Hecate. Hecate is such a great character. We love it. We love it. We love her. We love her. Look at how hot she's so hot. She's so hot. Hot. My God. My God, my goodness gracious, Mrs. Anna. Water check. God damn. Exactly. God damn. Yep, there we go. We have the witch. She is absolutely charismatic, loving, motherly, in a way. Love her. We love her. All right. Second love interest. We have the more masculine. For the more masculine folks in the audience. The werewolf. The werewolf. Yeah, that's right. The werewolf. Darian. That's right. Darian! We love him! We love the hell out of him. Look at him. It's like, awoo, awooga is what you mean. Awooga. Oh my God, there she is. She's so hot. So yeah, if you want to go awooga, there's your first masculine choice. I feel so happy that you're thirsty over this. I love these designs, Demon Artie. Listen, Demon Artie, if you feed me more designs, I will forever be full. I will never starve. My fields will be full of crops. My fields will be full of crops. There will be no drought in sight. The sands will all fade away into grass. That is what's going on. All right. Now, non-binding option. We have a non-binding option with the shapeshifter sign. What did it just walk into? Joking. Welcome to the game dev stream. But yeah, so this is the shapeshifter, our non-binary love interest. Merchant extraordinaire, shapeshifter, really kind of cool. Just kidding. No, not just kidding. Like really, really cool. A little dense, but we love a dense character. We love to tell a dense character that it's kind of like that meme on TikTok of Garfield. The cable is out. The cable is out! We love that. We love that. But yeah, so there you go. We have Sign, the non-binary, very funny. Not very funny. Can you tell who I'm like basing the voice on? Like, I already have a voice in my head for Sign, but you know, free and open auditions are a thing. So yeah. All right, second feminine design. If I can find. Oh, look, another mommy! The vampire. We have the vampire here. The vampire being Ivania, or Nia for short. Love her. She is the vampire who walks around with a parasol to make sure that she can still do her job while out in the sunlight. Like, boom! Exactly. I voice Sylvana. But anyways, so yeah, so there you go. We love her. We love and appreciate her. We ask her to step on us all the time. It's great. And, secret, not secret. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of ship her and the werewolf. I kind of ship Ivania with Darian. That's just me, though. And, I mean, someone else, but I'm not gonna call them out unless they call themselves out, so. I know who you are. Anyways! So yeah, that's Ivania. Love. Alright, and that's your second feminine romance that you can have. If you ship it, isn't it lore? Only if I write it in. Which I could. I'm not shipping it, it's me! You called yourself out. Alright, and the second masculine character that you can romance. Demon. Our blacksmith. The blacksmith of the Hamlet. Yeah, Marcus. We love him. We love him. We appreciate his work. Marcasis. His full name is Marcasis. Like shorter name Marcus. Is it Mark or Marcus? Pretty sure it's Marcus. Pretty sure I said Marcus. Yep, Marcus. There you go. So yeah, that's Demon. He's the blacksmith and carpenter of the Hamlet. So, Demon, we love it. We praise. We absolutely praise it. Picks him up and carries him away! Do not steal my characters after you! But yeah, so that is Marcus. Very laid back, chill. Probably the most chill out of all of the romance options. And very easily picks up anything you put down. Literally and romantically. So yeah, I'm looking, but not into his eyes. Alright, and then of course we have our new non-binary option. Again, armor. Armor being any pronouns, because they typically do not speak. They use magic sign in order to communicate. And eventually you will be able to name them. So keep that in mind, because they do not have a name. You get to name them. Yeah, alright. So we already showed armor at the very beginning. But that we have 2 masculine, 2 feminine, and 1 non-binary, and 1 any pronoun. So gender fluid. We'll go with gender fluid. Alright. Now the rest of the Hamlet is a thing. We have 2 that we have to take into consideration. Pardon me as I set this up real quick. Because this came down to, oh no, I like both designs, what do we do? So, Demon already came up with 2 designs. I originally had one. Demon already came up with 2. And we decided we like both. So now there are 2 moments. Now there are 2. So we have moment 1, moment 2, and I believe we named them, Flint and Steel? I believe we named them Flint and Steel. So, yeah. Yeah, so, it's gonna be fun having this very, like, comedic, I'll say, like, a Pinky in the Brain / Mario and Luigi / Wario and Waluigi / big guy and skinny guy dynamic. And it's gonna be fun to see which 2 actors will portray them. It'll be very, very... They're brothers! They are brothers. 100% they are brothers. But yeah, so that's that. It's gonna be very fun to see who these little dorks get voiced by. And I pray for any actor who decides to audition for them. Because I will be very, very, like, 100% on their ass to make sure that these are not just comedic characters, but also they have depth of, like, why they go in the underground and that they're very ignorant of the world. which Flint is the big one on the left. Steel is the thin one on the right. So yeah, so Flint and Steel. Like Flint is being the face, and Steel being the actual worker. So, all right, there you go. So you for if he auditions, I'm gonna tell you guys this much. I'm gonna host auditions for these characters. I'm not just gonna be like, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you, because who knows? Like maybe someone's busy, or maybe like shit doesn't work out, and I'm not gonna be the one to be like, well, I guess game over, guys. I can't do anything about it. It's like, no, I'm gonna have auditions for these characters, and I'm gonna be very, very much. My director hat's gonna be fully like welded to my head to make sure that these characters work and these feel like the characters that I've imagined and all that stuff. But yeah, all right. And then we have the beautiful Dryad, which, oh my god, if you take a look at this design, they're just phenomenal. It's just beautiful. Just take a look how beautiful this design is. It's ridiculous. Dryad, protector of the forest, not understanding of human emotions, not understanding of mortal ambitions to deforest an area. Love when wire is not working. Okay, now I know it's the. Okay, cool. But anyways, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this is the Dryad. Holy force of nature. Like, we love the Dryad. We consider them non-binary. Essentially because they have, the idea is that eventually they'll have two voices, one feminine, one masculine, and they blend together. If we can get one actor who can do both, fantastic. Or if we have to blend two actors, fine. But we definitely want this to be an essence, not necessarily a singular identity. We want this to be like the essence of the forest speaking through the Dryad. So yeah, all right. Next down the list of characters, sorry, forgive, and we named them Briars. Yeah, so this is the Dryad's name is Briar. So yeah, all right. Now to piss everyone off, a non-romanceable option, as in you cannot romance them, the Nyakin Mom, aka Callie. So you cannot romance her. Sorry, but she looks hot. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, she is a Hamlet citizen who is taking care of her 3 kittens. And she is trying to be strong as much as she can, but she is essentially the, oh fuck, I watched my husband die trying to protect me and my children as I was running away. So, oopsie doodle. My story is based on the fact that I'm trying to be a strong mother while dealing with grief that I cannot sit down and cry about. So yeah, Callie, very, very sweet, very, very like tragic character who watched her husband die protecting her as they were running from the outrage of humanity in the Holy Land. So yeah, she's a widow. Understandable, haven't I say? Yeah, so she's gonna be dealing with that. There are no designs of the kids just yet. I mean, but I have designs of the kids. So they're gonna be very small, so forgive. First we have the Nya Sun. We have basically this is Emil. And Emil is trying to step up and figure out how to be in his late father's shoes, trying to be the man of the house, even though he's barely at an age to be considered even a teenager. He is a teenager, but he's barely at that age. So he's trying to understand the world around him. He's trying to understand how to help his mom. He's trying to help take care of the kids. And it's a very tough time for Emil. Especially since he takes more to his father than his mother. Then of course we have Milo. We have Milo, the middle child, who Milo is a nondescript identity because they're still trying to figure out who they are. So you're saying he's got a face tag, Lamau. He's around like 13, 14, but Milo is around like 10. Where Milo is still trying to figure out who they are, and with basically the breaking of the typical family dynamic, where father is missing, mom has to take care of everyone, including other children. Milo's kind of figuring out who they are. And so they don't necessarily, they'll agree to all programs that you could throw at them, but they're still trying to figure out where they belong in society and how they kind of live, I guess, in that kind of regard. So take that as you will. Then finally we have Viola, who is absolutely mama's girl. Vitiligo, very sweet, good girl, very curious, good girl, and is not mentally understanding of why daddy isn't around. So she very much is kind of like tries to be just like mommy, tries to be very good, tries to be very strong. Violet with a Y instead of an I. And she tries to be the best she can be. She tries to understand what's happening without necessarily having the mental capacities to understand death to a degree that her father didn't die naturally but was killed out of malice. So it's gonna be one of those situations where it's just kind of like, do we approach this or do we just let her grow up to figure it out? It's definitely kind of that dynamic. I'm glad you like the characters. Thank you so much. All right, let's get back to the cooler designs made by Demon Arty with the Goliath. Look at him, his big 8-foot tall Goliath. Oh my god, we love this Goliath. Jack. J-A-K, Jack. This is the animal keeper of the Hamlet. He basically lives on his own. He communes with nature more often than not, so he has a lot more rapport with animals. So he takes care of the animals in the Hamlet area and like takes care of like any sort of like meat, eggs, product. To a degree that helps the Hamlet itself. But eventually he relies on the Lich to provide more, etc., etc. Jack is great. This is a gentle giant who knows how to kick your ass if you piss him off. This is essentially Kratos after God of War, the recent God of War. Kratos after Ragnarok, where it's like he's on his own, he does his own thing. I mean, like in God of War, he obviously deals with other people, but like this is the gentle giant who understands strength. So yeah, that's Jack. We love him, and it's gonna be very interesting to see his character come to life, over time. Then we have the Haunted family. So we have the father. We have Wilhelm. Yeah, gentle giant, my beloved. We have Wilhelm. He is one of two of the Haunted family, whose wife essentially he used to be basically the family had duke status, duchy status. But his wife was practicing black magic, which is not a good thing to the Holy Order. So they executed her and they banished him and his son. So yeah, he is very much the tortured spirit of like how do you survive without the one you love, and how do you deal with the fact that the one you love's actions kind of put you in that situation. He is very much like if you look at him, he is absolutely very different from everyone else because he looks very human. And that's the truth of the matter, that they're very human in comparison. But then you have his son, Samson. Samson very much, let me make it, let's make it bigger! Oh, there you go. You have Samson, who is like rebellious, trying to understand the injustice that took his mom, trying to understand why the Holy Order would do such a thing, and growing up in his shoes, like he's about to hit 17 years old. He's trying to understand like how to really either go back to the Holy Order and reclaim the duchy, or like maybe he should just go off and just leave the Holy Order behind, stay with the Hamlet, like try and just live outside of it. It's a lot for a 16, 17-year-old boy to kind of deal with, while he's surrounded by what he grew up to be monsters and all that stuff. And mind you, he's a lot more open-minded than his father. But it's definitely, there's going to be a big battle dynamic between Wilhelm and Samson. So yeah, got that going on. And then finally we have the we have the Clocken family, which this is going to be big. Big! Yep, that's big. That's a big. We have a big bear. We have 3 members of the Clocken family. This is Calhoun. who pretty much took his family away from their area because the forest was being deforested by the Holy Order, and now he helps protect this hamlet as a citizen as well as part of the security with the vampire and the armor. So this is a big, chunky bear boy. Bear man. This is the bear that women choose to be around instead of men. He is a big, very serious, very down-to-earth, very much a family man. Who... he's not a gentle giant. He is a father, a husband, and a protector. That's the definition of him. He is definitely not like who can eat my Sylvie. Oh my god, Sylvie, I love you. But he is definitely not like Jack, who is gentle, but more so he is not strict but hard. He is cold, and his family will always come first. If the hamlet burns, he will take his family away. Hard. But yeah, so that is Calhoun, followed by his lovely wife, Jeannie. Jeannie. That we love Jeannie. So then there is Jeannie, who is the opposite of Calhoun, who is very much motherly type. Big mama bear will squeeze you to her big, like, fuzzy body and just give you all the cuddles in the world. And she is the sweetest of sweethearts in comparison to her husband. Where it's like she helps take care of the kids. She helps like monitor the supplies in the hamlet. She helps like organize things when like Felt and Darian can't do it. This is Mama Bear. This is Mama Bear. But yeah, and then of course we have their kid Corinne. The clock-in kid who is like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand why we're moving so much, asking like a million fucking questions, because obviously a child is very curious. Around the same age as the Nyakin kids. So Corin is more curious, if anything, of why they have to constantly move, why dad has to act the way he does, why mom has to take care of all the kids, why the Lich is helping out with Hamlet, why. So Corin's entire route is definitely about more of the curiosity of a child trying to understand what's going on. So it's going to be very fun to kind of deal with Corin's story compared to the other children's stories, but also compared to his parents' stories. And then finally, in terms of Demon Arty designs, we have someone who will be voiced by my husband. There are 2 characters that already have voices, confirmed. Mothman. If you're curious about, here's a Mothman. So we have Felt, or Felthin in full. Felthin is one of 2 of the Flame Moth family. So this one, he is a Mothman who fell in love with a flame elemental. And so of course he very much is the studious type. He is the upright, understanding knowledge and understanding, like, puts himself like on an expectation for a reason. Because the backstory is he fell in love with a fire elemental, and to the point where he would constantly like send her gifts, send her letters, show up at her window, like all of these things, and just to try and woo her, knowing that the relationship was wrong. But on the day of the Flame Elemental's coronation to become princess of the Flame Elementals, he begged her to run away with him. And she did. She agreed. She's like, no, I'm going with you. And while they were being chased by the guards of the Flame Elemental clan, he grabbed her by the hand and dragged her like away, flying off with her, essentially. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if any of you have touched fire. I don't recommend it. But if you touch fire, it burns. So he grabbed her out of his love for her, but he did not avoid the consequences of touching fire. His hand was burned all the way up to the shoulder, due to his love for her. And they ran away to the hamlet to be together. They had nothing. They are the only couple that has nothing to do with the expansion of the Holy Order. They are the ones that are just running away just to be together. So the relationship between Felt and Wick, who is the Flame Elemental, is very high tension. It is very, I wish I could touch you, but I physically can't. And so the moth, the way he deals with it is that he is Darian the werewolf's assistant, because Darian is the mayor of the Hamlet, and he takes his job as secretary, organizer, assistant very seriously. So he that's his job. He focuses on that, and he wants to eventually build himself up to be worthy of just being with the fire elemental, because being with it's one of those, it's, have you ever had that scenario where it's like they run away and live happily ever after? What happens after happily ever after? This is what happens. It's him trying to prove himself worthy of the flame elemental, being that she chose to run away with him, but he got hurt and she can't touch him, and it's like, well, you are now trapped in this relationship. What do we do now? So there's that, and he's going to be voiced by my husband, while I will be taking the role of the flame elemental. Yeah, so she actually has a design. Demonarty is drawing her as we speak, but this is flame elemental. Yeah, as you can see, full fire! Full fire! Full fire. That is her constantly, the entire time. Until you actually go through her story and her friendship route, where, unlike her husband, who is very logical, who is very much, I want to prove myself worthy, I want to do all this, I want to provide for her, she's more of the, I need to touch him or I'm going to go insane. I want to touch him or I will literally explode. So she is the high tension, high aggression, high flirtation with her husband every time she sees him. It's a matter of, like, she asks the Lich, her story is, she asks the Lich to help her perform a ritual which will let her become human. Or let her have a human form, so where she can touch him. So that's why she has two forms right here. She has her flame form, which is her actual, normal, this is who I am form. And then her human form that eventually you can help develop with her. So that way she can finally be with her husband. So, yeah. This is Flame Elemental. I will be voicing her, as my husband will be voicing the Mothman. So yeah. That's the entire roster, I believe. The only other ones that haven't had drawings are, like, for example, like Mom and Dad. They're literally two bouncing skulls. I don't think there's necessarily, like, a way to make them special other than, oh, they're two bouncing skulls! It's Mom and Dad! Oopsie doodle! But yeah, that is the entire roster of characters. So yeah. There you go. Alright. Any questions? Where's my model reference? Wait, what do you mean model reference? You mean my VTuber model? You gotta find it, my dude. I probably, like, pinned it somewhere, but I don't know. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, so that is that. All right. So let's talk about what we need to do. There's a couple of things we need to do this year. All right. Lily, I know you've been spamming that question. Go to iwannabeavoiceactor.com. Literally type it in your browser. I want to be a voice actor.com. There you will find a source for a bunch of information, because right now this is game development time. I do not do classes. I cannot recommend anyone, because I am not of a position to be like, oh, I know X, Y, and Z. It's like, that's not how I roll. Go to iwannabeavoiceactor.com, join Voice Acting Alliance, a voice acting club. Those are probably your best bets for sources. Gonna play the game now. I haven't even made the game, FKU! I haven't even made the game! Now, hold on. Alright. So let's talk about the things that we gotta talk about these things. So, we're gonna go ahead. I wish this would, like, line them up properly, but it's alright. We'll do this thing. That's not a no! But I haven't made the game yet. Alright, so we're gonna talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, we have a game, basically a game dev doc. We already have that, and guess what? I made, like, a drop-down menu. Boop. And so it's really nice, and let me actually, I'll just do it later. But yeah, so we have a game dev doc, which is big on like, oh, the details, graphs, like concept ideas. I've already made it. It's great. I can use that for when I go like either to publishers or if I want to use it as a reference of all the notes that I've made before. If that's already completed. So yeah, we have it completed on the board. We have the script. So we're gonna call it. We're basically gonna go script for intro. That is done. We've completed it. We're gonna call this draft progress. Yeah, we're gonna go draft progress. Because we can obviously develop this over time to be a full solid progress, but the intro of the game is done. As in, like, it's finished. So, next script after that, romance. We have which is completed, technically. Boom. Easy peasy. So, next we have script, romance, werewolf, which is completed. Easy peasy. Look at that. We're just gonna go through all of these things that we need to do for this year. And I will be updating this draft. I would eventually make a Trello. I know people like Trello for, like, progresses publicly. I do plan to make a Trello down the line. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. You know what? I just realized I have a better way to show you all this. Hold on. Wait. Pause. I'm stupid. Am I the stupid? Yes, I am. Wait, hold on. Alright, hold on. Because I actually have the list from back in October. So... there we go. Boom. Alright. Let's talk about this. Alright. So, plans. This was made back in October, but we're going to go ahead and talk about this now. So, for writing, we had to finish Shapeshifter, because we already did Werewolf and Witch, so we got to go Shapeshifter next. We are currently, as of right now, 3/5 of the way done. We're 3/5 of the way done. But then we gotta go to Vampire, then Demon, then Armor. The relationship routes would be all 5 of hard events, which will require you to give something to the person or to talk to them at a certain time to have those emotional moments. It's great. We have, like, we literally have cutscene designs. Like, hold on. Demon already made some cutscene designs, and they look fucking great. If I could find them. Where did they go? Where did they go? Where happening? Hold on. Demon already literally made designs. Where did I put them?
What the fuck? Where'd they go?
Oh, that's gonna bother me. Oh, there we go. This is actually really good music to, like, work to. What the fuck? Like, for example, like here. Boop. Like, that's the witch with the lich. Witch with the lich. So yeah. There's a nice little kiss. Like little key. They have a little sweet little key. What else is there? I know Demon sent me a bunch of other things other than Flint and Steel, which is fantastic. I love Flint and Steel so much. I love them so much. Oh, there it is. There it is. Like, there it is. Hey, there you are. There you are, you little shit. I found you. I found you, little booger. Alright, so hold on. Look at this cuteness! Ugh! Demon with werewolf. Ah! We love that. It's just like, ah! We love it. I won't show the other ones, but you keep that in mind. So, yeah, there you go. We love. So yeah, we got some designs going on. They'll have like basically all the relationship routes will have two CGs each, while the friendly routes will only have one CG at the very end. Because again, the relationship ones are a little more important, in my opinion. But yeah, so of course we have the mole men, the dryad, the mom, the kids are gonna have them all together. The Goliath, the father, the son, the dad, the mom, the kid, the Mothman, and the fire elemental. Those are like literally how many routes we gotta do? We gotta do all those routes. We gotta do all of them because we already did the villains. We already did the villain interactions with each other as well as with the Lich. So yeah. Then of course we gotta do daily dialogue for like when you go up to them. Oh. Moving on. We gotta go up to the daily dialogue. Like if you go up to a citizen, what they could say to you. For example, one of the kids could be like, "Oh my God, you look so bony," or like like Jack being like, "How are the animals doing?" or shit like that. So they're gonna be randomized 10 for every Hamlet citizen. If I can make it 20, great. But we're gonna just minimum 10 for every Hamlet citizen that you meet, that you talk to, and obviously I should probably note that. Basically. Relationship alts, then that would be like a +10. Relationship alts +10, because you can choose not to romance the relationship ones. And for those of you who don't know, yes, you can have a poly relationship, you can have a harem. Yes, the romance options can be a harem together. It's great, it's fine. We love here. So you don't have to choose. You don't have to pick one. You don't have to pick just one. You can pick them all. I don't care. You can pick like 3 of them. I don't care. They will all be like, they're all adults. They all understand that love is love. So they're not going to be like, oh, well, you can't be like romancing them or romancing me. No, that's dumb as shit. That's dumb as, you can be indecisive here. It's fine. They're not going to get mad at you. This is not that serious. It's not that serious. But yeah, and then of course, mom and pop dialogue will have like farming focused advice, certain pieces of advice. If a player can use like one of the machines, one of the seeds that we are available to you, like whether it be vegetables or like spell components, etc., etc. Random family support, like, oh, you're doing great, kid, and all that stuff, like little family bits of support. And of course, you can talk to your zombies, and the zombies will have dialogue equivalent to, and maybe I'll throw a 0.001% chance you'll get a zombie that's actually intelligent and will actually talk to you normally. So yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, then of course, the last kind of script, wait, actually there's one more script I realized. Sibling, zombie, scripts. If I could spell sibling correctly, because apparently I don't know how to spell. I can't spell zombie! Is zombie, they're your family members, my dude. But no, the zombies that are not your family members that you can, like, do all that stuff. Hydrating. I'm hydrating! I mean, I don't know what tickles your fancy, but I don't want to be playing Sweet Home Alabama in my game. But there you go. Zombie. Sibling zombie scripts, should you choose to make them a zombie, etc., etc. Welcome to Metamo! Hello! Welcome to the World of Fiction. My name is Michaela, aka the Storyteller, here in the World of Fiction, here to guide you through a bunch of stories, and today we're talking about my game! Because it's Game Dev Monday! We're talking about my game! !HOTS for curiosities. And then lastly, we have the end game script, because obviously, basically it's gonna be like, you can 100% level up your farm, whether it be leveling up your zombies, your machines, your animals, your crops, all that stuff. You can 100% the Hamlet, basically be friends with everyone, have a relationship in one way or another with all the romance options, whether it be friendly or romance, etc., etc. Completely fine. Basically, you'll get a confirmation that, yeah, you got 100%. And so it's not like did I get 100%? No, you did. There you go. You're 100% Hamlet. You get a notification. Look at that! You got 100%. Congratulations. And so then it will turn into either Castle or Endless mode, which if you choose to, because I know there are players that want an end game, and then there are players who want an endless mode. So you're gonna get a choice of both. You're gonna get like a choice of both. Whether it be, hey, we found this castle in the middle of the forest. Do you want to refurb it and like be the bad guy again? And you can choose. Fuck yeah! I have a hamlet of monsters. I have a zombie army. I have power. Let's fucking do it. Or you could just go into endless mode and be like, nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna live my life and be a farmer and not give a shit. So there you go. You have all of this stuff. After we're done with the writing bit, because obviously the writing bit's gonna take a long period of fucking time, because I am an individual. We're gonna sit back and make some temp art assets for programming purposes. So these are not going to be like designs or anything like that. These are basically placeholders. We're gonna make some placeholder art pieces. For like the walking cycles and like an animation placeholder for every animation that may come up during programming. So obviously we're gonna, for each like each sprite that we're gonna have, the Lich is gonna have a walking cycle of WSAD, basically up, down, left, right, and then one sprite, and we're just gonna label it animation. Can you download games on iPad? I haven't even made the game yet, so I don't know. But basically one sprite is gonna have an animation, whether it be like casting their dark visage or like taking an item, or like we're just gonna label it as animation placeholder, so that way we can count how many animations we're gonna need. And make a note of that when we start programming this game. Obviously, we have temp assets for the crops. They are partially any game of yours, if they're available. Well, me and Apple and me and Google are in fighting terms right now. So right now, no. But it's available on other consoles. My games are available on console. Like, well, Seduce Me is available on consoles, but every other game you can get on Steam. But otherwise, so. The crops are partially done. We have the vegetables, spell components, the bushes and the trees, as well as the machines. They're partially done. It's not like we're going to have a big animation for them. It's literally just, oh, you can place them in the map. Boop, there you go. Oh, you can place this one in the map. Boop. And of course, the vegetables, spell components, and bush and trees have progress bars where like it'll show, oh, it's a little sproutling. Oh, it has leaves. Oh, look, it's done. Basically, that kind of advanced development visual of like progression of growth. Of course, the Hamlet citizens are also going to have the walking cycle, and one sprite for animation placeholders will count the animations that they need. The siblings are going to have a walking cycle, as well as an attack animation cycle. Basically, if they swing a wand, or they swing their sword, or they cast a spell, or they do something like that, where like they'll also have a WSAD, directional animation, thing like that. And then one sprite for animation placeholders, so that way we can count how many animations we need at the bottom line. Mom and Pop, they're gonna have a quote-unquote walking cycle, where they're hopping around, because, you know, their heads, their skulls, they're hopping around. They're gonna have WSAD for hopping around. It's gonna be great. And then, of course, with the zombies, that's gonna be the most complicated one, in my opinion, because it's mainly this three, and then the last one on its own, separately. Magic puppet walk cycles where the legs spin in circles, blah blah. So we're gonna have walking cycles, WSAD. We're gonna have the farming animations, whether they're tilling the soil, watering the plants, like interacting with the animals, interacting with the machines. Things where we're gonna have a lot of animation cycles, a lot of animation cycles for the zombies. And then of course their attack animation, because they're defending your farm, because that's how the game works. There's also a tower defense game. But the most complicated one is going to be right the fuck here. This is the most complicated part, the customization. Because I can literally just have whoever does the art for the sprites be like, just give me a basic zombie and that's it. But I know there are players who would probably want to make all of their zombies wear cute little cat ears, or like red plaid shirts with the straw hats and all that stuff. Like customizations, obviously, for the zombies. While they're working the farm, so they don't like look like zombies working a farm. You could just like consider them to be part of like these zombies, despite being brain dead, are going to require the most brain. Exactly. So I want to be able to make sure there's a customization for like different hats, different shirts, different pants, shoes. Obviously they will never be naked, so they'll probably have bare bone basic underwear like at the bottom. But it's like, I know customization is going to be a big thing, so that's the hardest part, is to make sure that whatever customizations they have will also be reflected in the three like marks above. So that's gonna be a big chunk of change right there. The zombies are gonna be a big chunk of change, and then obviously everything else other than the zombies. So like the dogs, you know, because we're gonna have a pet. Like the player is gonna be able to choose a pet. But there's also like the hellhounds, the flesh golems, there's gonna be a lot of things. There's gonna be a lot of things. So walking cycle, WSAD, farm animals, they don't do shit. We are not making animations for the farm animals. It's offensive to not want a zombie to look like a zombie when you're forcing them to do unfaithful. It's not offensive. That's why I'm like, I would love to have custom assets, but like, it's gonna cost money. The farm animals, they're just gonna walk. WSAD. There's no big animation boost or anything like that. How goes the new laptop for Christmas? I can finally return consistently. Yay! Welcome! Congratulations on the new laptop. Then, of course, we have the pets, plus Chestnut, because Chestnut is considered a pet. Pets being, I believe, what type of pets did we say? What type of pets did we say? We said, hold on, we put pets down on my list, on my game doc. Hold on. Hold on. I put pets down, goddammit. Hold on. Combats, samples, scripts. Hold on. I swear to God I put down the list of pets. Where is the list of pets? I put down a list, goddammit. Gold. So is it in this one? No, I didn't. Okay. I'll have to refine the list. Chestnut being the witch's pet, which is a walking chest. Not a mimic. But is a walking chestnut. It's a walking chestnut. It's a walking wooden chest. So yeah, keep that in mind. Farm animals just stand there, no thoughts, head empty. Exactly. I don't want any animations on the farm animals. If we get animations of the farm animals, that'll be up to the designer and that'll be up to the artist being like, hey, so I made the cow dip his head and eat some grass as an animation. Here you go. I was like, oh, great. I can add that in, sure. But it will not be something I'd be like specifically requesting. I'll basically just be requesting walk cycle, up, down, left, right, done. But then, of course, we have the adventures and the enemies who come and attack the farm, because obviously they're going to need a walking cycle and an attack animation, whether it be the sword fighters doing a sword attack, or the magic users doing a healing attack, or something like that. We still got to go, eventually we're going to have to sit down and talk about the combat of the tower defense system, so. I made an animation of Cal fighting the Holy Order. Lamau! And then, of course, we're going to need the maps, which we kind of already have, question mark? So right now we have the farm, which, you know what, because I already have them referenced out. Let me go. I love that art piece. So we already have the farm kind of designed-esque. Let me... I need to unlock this. That way I can do this. Reset. So we have the farm kind of like designed already. So there is an entrance near here, near the top, that's where you can enter in. Obviously, this is going to be a blank slate for the player to be able to design however the fuck they want. There will be clutter, there will be decorations that you can throw in, etc., etc. But to kind of explain to those who have not been here, essentially, that's the farm up top. Then of course you have the barn where the animals kind of live, and they'll come peeking out once in a blue moon. And as you can see, we did draw and design like the progress of everything, including, if I can just zoom in, we have the aminals, we have a tilled soil, we have the animals, we have a chicken, a sheep, a pig, a cow. If we add more animals down the line, that'll be based on budget. But of course we have our vegetables, lettuce, potato, onion, tomato, carrot, cucumber, pepper, corn, celery, and eggplants. And then we have our spell components: Nightshade, Belladonna, Mandrakes, Rapunzel, Cat's Claw, Purple Hazel, Truffle Fluffle, Newt's Eye, Albatross Moss, and Devil's Cabbage, because the Devil's Cabbage is the worst one of them all. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Then, of course, we have our bushes. We have our blueberry bush, which has its 4 stages. We have our strawberry bush, which has its 4 stages. Raspberry bush has its 4 stages. Down here, we have our apple tree, orange tree, and cherry tree. Then, of course, we have our machines. We have the stone crusher. We have a mill. We have a bunch of like machines that we can just kind of throw around and have fun with. But at the end of the day, we have, like, again, the shipping crate where you can ship all your shit. Down here will be also the well, the house, the barn, and somewhere around here will be a teleportation circle, because I just don't want to deal with the whole. The Lich traveled 3 hours to get, traveled 1 to 2 to 3 hours to get to the hamlet in the middle of the forest. I don't want to deal with that. And basically, adventurers will attack from the bottom and come towards the upper area. But yeah. But then, of course, we have the hamlet, which we've already drew a map for. This hamlet, if I could just zoom out a little bit. Basically, the hamlet surrounded by forests, protected by forests, is against a mountain line. So, of course, you walk in and, you know, let me just zoom in, because why not? We have our little lich right here for scale. Yeah, that's basically like, I'm a little lich, I'm here for scale. We have, of course, to your left, we have the witch and shapeshifter's house. We have the vampires and the armor's house. We have the haunted family's house. We have the clock-in house. Very color-coded. It's going to be redesigned later. It's just when I get to an artist to be like, hey, draw this map for me. That's going to be what I'm going to hand them, essentially. And then they can just do whatever the fuck they want. Obviously, we'll be working together to kind of design everything for real, but nonetheless. Then, of course, you have the Nya house, which is a cat tree. You know, because a tree house, because cats, because I'm funny. We have the well in the middle in the town square. We have the Demon's Forge, which is the forge on the outside. All of that stuff. We have the Flame Moth house, which is going to be similar to a mixture of a stone cocoon sort of thing. That's kind of how this works. Then we have the werewolf's house, because the werewolf has its own house. And then we have the Goliath's house, where all the animals that have the WSADs will also be here. They're not gonna have problems with cat tree. Well, no. They know cats are natural. It's completely fine. But yeah, so that is the design of the hamlet down the line. And then also on top of this hamlet, there's gonna be 5 variations of just a wood, like of the woods, where like scenes can happen, whether it be the picnics with the witch or talks with the werewolf. Basically away from the hamlet to kind of like be like, oh, this is serious business. This is not like Hamlet business or all that stuff. There are gonna be 5 variations of that. And then of course backdrops. Because when we do the God's Eye view into the villain side of things, it's going to be visual novel style. So instead of like having regular conversations RPG style or like Stardew Valley style, with the Hamlet folk, the God's Eye view into the villains, which would be your siblings, will be visual novel style. So we're going to have the cathedral hall for the Holy Order, a hallway, a bedroom, an inn room, and a town plaza, just to give all of those settings to our characters. So yeah. CGs, of course, 2 CGs per romance, which is there's going to be... When you're so evil, you change the storytelling format for real, right? So romances are going to have 2 CGs per romance, so there's going to be 12 CGs altogether, like 2 for witch, 2 for werewolf, 2 for shapeshifter, 2 for vampire, 2 for demon, and 2 for armor. And then of course friends will have 1 CG per, and there's going to be 12 there. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to have to do all of that stuff and make sure that we can get great scenes where these CGs can happen. But that will be coming with writing the scripts, and we'll figure out, okay, this is a great place for the CG needed. The GUI, this is the big important part. We're gonna have to design like the dialogue box, the choice buttons, the main menu, settings menu, load and save, CG, credits, pause menu, in-game, we'll be able to see the inventory, the relationship tracker, because people like relationship trackers, so I'm gonna add a relationship tracker, because fuck it. Task set list, checklist for anyone who does mission collecting, settings menu, then of course save load menu plus an exit. When you summon a zombie, basically, I should probably put that. No. They'll have a zombie summoning menu where you can summon them on your farm only. You can't summon them in the Hamlet because fuck you. You summon them on your farm. Zombie name input, so you can name your zombies Buttfuck McGee or My Pretty Princess, or I don't give a fuck. It's your zombie. I don't give a shit. Then of course, zombie farm assignments. You can assign them to deal with a crop or a set of crops or a machine or the farm animals or whatever. You can assign them however you want. If you don't assign them anything, they'll probably just wander around and they'll stay within the bounds of the farm because why the fuck not? Summoning them in the Hamlet alerts the cops. And then of course zombie upgrades, because like if you work with demon or if you get upgrades from like companion or all that stuff, you'll be able to give them armor, give them better weapons, give them better abilities, better defense, etc., etc. That's what I thought. All right, and then of course, I know there's a lot of logistical things, and my mouth is already starting to hurt. So like, bleh. Of course, there's a mailbox menu because your pet will bring mail, and you'll have a mailbox, and then you can view the letters in the mailbox, and they'll obviously relate to your tasks, etc., etc. Shore shopping menu, like you can either talk to Clock and Mom, or you can talk to Demon, or you can talk to either of the two merchants, the witch or shapeshifter, for their stuff and their supply to buy stuff, whether it be like seeds, upgrades, machines. You can talk to Jack for animals, etc., etc. Of course, the Momen. Yeah. Oh. Momen or Dryad assignment menus, because they're going to ask eventually for you to lend some of your zombies out so that they can either go mine some minerals in the mountains or help replant some trees in the forest. Confirmation screen menu, because we love confirmations. We love to make sure that it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, we love that. Notification pop-ups of like accepting a task, or like basically the whole Final Fantasy that whole like accepting a quest menu thing that pops up. Calendar system on screen. There is no clock because the day and night cycle is toggled, so you decide whether or not it's day or night. But when it's progressively forward. So if you go into the night, it goes to the night forward. If you go to the day, it goes to the day forward, etc., 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 etc. Profits and sales screens, that when you end the day, when you end the night cycle, you'll be able to see your profits and your sales. And then of course there's a game over screen in case you fucked up. There's a game over screen in case you fucked up. Now I just realized something. We need another thing. I just realized we need another thing. Ah, it's fine. 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 We need VN sprites. We need the VN sprites. Ah! It's fine. So, the way the VN sprites are gonna work. If you never deal with VN sprites. So, what we're gonna need our base. So, how many characters are there? Let's count. Let's count how many characters there are. So, there are, oh my lord. Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy loo. Oh my lordy loo. Oh my lordy loo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30. We're gonna, yeah, so there's gonna be 30 characters. The VN sprites. So we're gonna have the base. So this is neutral. Then smile. I can't spell smile correctly. Sad, angry, fear. I think those are our good baselines. Yeah, so the VN sprites are gonna be basically we're gonna have sprites for all 30 characters, where it's gonna be like your basic neutral face, your smiling face, your angry face, your sad face, and your fear face. And I think that's gonna be I totally forgot that that's gonna be a thing that to add on to that. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. 30 headaches to deal with. It's fine. None of the zombies will get sprites. None of the pets will get sprites. None of the animals will get sprites. It's just humanoid characters will get sprites. So we're dealing with around 30 characters. And we gotta make sure that you're dying in agony face. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we got that going. But I'll be working when we get to artwork. I'll probably be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna sketch out kind of like, because the lich is going to be. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put the lich on the left side, so lich will always be on the left side, and that's the thing I'm gonna have to work with my artist on because I wish I could just. How do I draw this? I need to draw this. I need to draw this for you guys. Hold on. I need to make myself like I need to show you guys what I mean by that. Hold on. Cuz I need to tell you what the hell's going on. Mentally, how that's going to work. All right. So, prepare to be blinded just for like a moment. Ooh, my eyes. So let me go ahead. Okay. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you kind of like how this is gonna run. So let me go ahead and open this. So to make this make sense, instead of me drawing stick figures, because I don't want to draw stick figures. Why is it not? What? Don't be an ass. Don't be an ass. Come on, don't be an ass. Don't be an ass. Where is it? So basically, actually, that's not how I wanted to do that. So, right now, the design that Demon already gave is perfect. No, that's not what I want to do. Just open it. All right, so keep canvas size. Oh god, they're so big. They're so high quality. They're so high quality. It's so big and so nice. High quality. Love that. Okay. So, let's just assume I'm gonna make this work in one way I know how. So, sorry, Demon. Like, forgive. Let me just. I'm doing this on the fly. Just so transparent. Pretend it's a transparent sprite. Whatever. Pretend. Use your imaginations. Use your imaginations, y'all. It's a sprite. So let's say we have. Yep. That's not what I want. Open. Oh. Yeah, just use your imagination. We are there. We zoom in because obviously we're zoomed a little further in. All that stuff. Cool. We're talking to. Let me just draw a. We're talking to. Let me pull up another character that's facing the right way. Haunted Father. Let's go with Haunted Father. So basically, we're just gonna draw real quick. It's too big. We're just gonna draw. Pretend, exactly. Use your imagination, Squidward. So let's just say Haunted Father is here and all that stuff, and we're just like talking and blah 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 blahing. And of course, GUI wise, there will be like a dialogue box. Oops. Like a dialogue box here or something like that. Like, blah, look, dialogue box. And then of course it'll have like. It's like blah 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 my wife blah blah block blah 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 my son, God, why did you abandon me? Like whatever, like that's the dialogue box and all that stuff where whatever, and It's gonna be labeled as Wilhelm, like, and all that stuff, because it is gonna be like fucking fancy and all that shit, like fucking Wilhelm, blah blah blah, my son, blah blah blah, my wife, and all that stuff. But of course, when we add him in, select all over here. Oh my god, such high quality, such high quality. We love it. Yep, that's too small. Yeah, it's gonna be Lich is always going to be on one side. That's the thing. Lich will always be on one side. Oops. Boom. Let's just do that. So that's kind of how it's gonna look. We love high quality. We love high quality. The new version. All right, hold on. Oh my god, that's hot. How dare you? That's hot. How dare you? Hold on. I'll show you in a second. But yeah, that's kind of be like how visually the game should look. Where it's like, we have the dialogue box obviously at the bottom because we obviously want to know who's talking, blah 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 blah. Maybe if we really want to be like fucking fancy and all that shit, we can be like, hold on. Yeah, if we really want to be fancy, we can just move this real quick. Move this over here. Then, don't mind me as I fix this up. Then, of course, we can have like his face in the box, like all that stuff. We can have like something like that where it's like, yeah, then we move, yeah, like that. So, something like that where it's like, I like them big files. Indeed, you do like the big files, and I don't mind that. But yeah, so it's something like this where it's like, you know, real RPG style, like blah blah blah, this is who's talking, this is all that stuff. And visual novel wise, this is like the sprite on Lich will always be on left side, while everyone else is on the right side, because obviously the Lich will be talking to whoever is on the right side, because the Lich will always be talking. So like if you are communicating with someone, the Lich will always be there. Even if they're having a monologue, like, even if they're having a monologue and the Lich isn't there, oops, my bad. Even if the Lich isn't there, it's still going to be focused on the right side. So yeah. Will the Lich have facial expression? Yeah, of course. I don't see why not. It's gonna be another sprite, but yes, they'll probably have some sort of facial expression. But yeah, that's kind of the design I kind of want for the interaction aspect of it. So let me actually save this. This is smart. Let me actually save this. Let me save this. So this is idea. Fine. Flatten it. Alright, it's all good. Blah blah blah, proper name, police name, backstory stuff, blah 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 blah. Exactly. Now hold on. Guys, you're in for a world of hotness. World of hotness. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm doing magic. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, so. Y'all wanna see something cool? More hotness? Yes. Presenting the flame elemental. Look at her. Dude. Flame elemental. Boom. A boom. Like, look at her. Look at her. Bam. I would say Demon Artie. I would like her to be a little more plus size, but that's just me because I would be voicing her. But marrying in process. But yeah, so yeah, that is our flame elemental right there. But yeah. But yeah, so that is what we got. And that is kind of like the dialogue tree that I would like to kind of make happen in that kind of a way. Love the look, not simple. Simple way. It's completely fine. It's completely fine. But yeah, so that is what we need to determine down the line. Hold on. There you go. So yeah, that is literally everything we need to work on. Make her plus size girly pop. Love it. Thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, so this is all we gotta do during this year. Once a week. Once a week, we gotta make this happen. March might be a time where I like do 2 times a week or 3 times a week if I can. Simply because that's non-Reno, but because of a lot of work that I gotta do, I might not be able to do non-Reno full. I would love to, but depends. There's a lot of things going on that I have to kind of pay attention to this month in order to make sure that my March is free. But as it stands, minimum, every Monday, this is what we're going to be working on. Do you see why game development takes so long? Do you see why game development takes so long? Hi. But yeah, so mind you, like I can throw this up and just be like, hey, this is boom, like this is kind of what we're designing and working with. Because mind you, we're in a design process. This is not me trying to finalize assets, because I will be hiring people that are better at it than me. I will be hiring people that actually know what they're doing in terms of like art quality and all that stuff. I will be hiring voice actors. I will be hiring like music. I'm hoping to get my husband on the music a bit, but like I will be having other people do it that know what they're doing. It take a while. It take a little while. And mind you, art cannot be rushed. This is a game where like I can't be demanding like, hey, MKU, Demon Artie, both of you, I need you to stop what you're doing and make this happen in a week or blah blah blah. And that's not no. We say fuck crunch here. We don't like crunch. Whoever I hire, whether it be MKU, Demon Artie, whoever the case may be, gets put onto this list, they get to work on it as much as their skill demands them to work on it. That's it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, this artist can do this in a week, or this artist can do this in 3 days, or I'm not going to be like that. It's going to be who can produce the best quality in a reasonable amount of time that's not going to waste the financial efforts that people put into the Patreon. Period. It's one of those things where it's like, if you need time, great. But you need to show me, like, the balance is you have to show me that it's worth the wait. You have to show me that you're not just trying to siphon money from the Patreon people. You have to show me that your art will be worth the money I put in. And then once the art's done, I can plug that in, because I'll be programming while they're doing art. I can plug the art in, and it'll look absolutely amazing. And then I can use the art for the voice acting cast. So when I do auditions, I will not be doing auditions until the art is finalized. And it's not like finalized as in like every art piece is done, the CGs are no. When the sprites are done, when the design is done, when it's like we are not changing any clothes, we're not changing any expressions, we're not changing anything XYZ, no. When we finalize what the character is going to look like, that's it. That's it. I will be casting from that point. Because I already know script-wise how the characters need to go. I already know script-wise what needs to happen. So, take that as you will. We figure that out in that way, and we use the designs to cast. So, yeah. Ah! I cracked my fingies. I cracked my fingies. Alright. Are there any questions up to this point? Because my mouth kind of hurts. I might just end stream instead of doing some sign script work. I think I'll wait till next week for that. My mouth hurts a little bit. But, any questions from here? Oh, wait, fuck! There's one more thing I gotta add. Fuck, there's one more thing. There is one more thing. That's kind of important. It's a little important. Molto importante. The logo? The game logo. Yeah, the game logo would actually be a good idea. Yeah, so I need to actually make the official game logo for the game. So I may have to like design it and then like get an artist to like make it look good, because it needs to accentuate slight comedy but a little seriousness, and it can't just be like, it can't look like a copy of like Stardew Valley or like Wildflowers or like anything that's like already currently out there as a cozy game. It needs to like stand out as like, this is a little different. And I'm not saying like, you've never played a game like this before. Yes, you fucking have. Yes, you've played a game like this before. If you played a casual game, if you played a tower defense game, you know exactly what this fucking is. But it needs to stand out on its own and be unique. We don't need logo, just put in a file number, totally will look like a virus. But yeah. So yeah, that'll be kind of what we're looking at here. I may look at some sample works and be like, hey, this is the logo type of style of logo that I want. It's literally home on the strange instead of home on the range. I'm trying to funny, haha. But yeah, so. And in terms of voice acting, I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there. Voice acting won't happen until I determine the lengths of the scripts, how many words each character has, and whether or not full or partial is viable. Because I've already mentioned this before, as people have asked about the pricing of voice acting in the game. Current non-union standard, current, is I believe it's $150 per hour with a 2-hour minimum. Now take this into consideration with how many characters are on this game. There's over 30 characters in this game, minus like 2 for me and Brian. Multiply that by 500, then multiply that by how many lines there potentially be in this game. Because if it takes 2 hours to do all the scripts, perfect, that's $500 easy. But I'm willing to bet that it's going to take like 3 or 4 hours. So it's a lot of fucking money. Ask any game developer that's considered voice acting for their stuff, and unless you go with I have a budget and this is what my budget is, if you try to go non-union standard, if you try and go to the standard that voice actors have placed as a demand on indie developers, it is $150 an hour at a 2-hour minimum. I don't want to break that cycle, but here's the issue. If I ever wanted full voice acting, it would have to be at a budget. It would have to be, listen guys, I'd like full voice acting, but I cannot meet the $150. Because, again, 30 actors at $500 per for the minimum per hour, like $500 with $250 an hour, with 200 minimum. Like 200, like $150 an hour, 2-hour minimum. That's like $300 minimum for each actor, plus any extra hours that will add on 150 each. And each actor works differently. Some actors, and I know this for a fact, and this cannot be denied, some actors will absolutely lengthen their hour times for the upcharge of another hour. They'll count 5 minutes of a new hour as a full hour. I know them. I am in the community. So, yeah. Like, I'm in the voice acting community. No one can play dumb with me. So, it's understanding the limitations of a budget, understanding the limitations of a Patreon, what it could potentially pull in, and understanding that's why if I do go partial acting, I can go to the $150 an hour, 2-hour minimum. If I want full, it's going to be based on budget. It's going to be based on what I can feasibly pay for an actor. And at that point, then we just count by line, which counting by line would be much more preferable in some cases, depending on how many lines each character has. So, wait, really? I never would have guessed you voiced that. Lamau. But, yeah. There's a lot of business involved that not a lot of people talk about, and in the scale of capitalism of everyone, all of us wanting to pay our rent and all of us wanting to just do work, there is a wall that has to be approached very carefully. So that way I can be respected as a game developer, but also voice actors can be respected as voice talents, but also those who put in to the project are being respected as well. And we're not just constantly siphoning off of them, being like, oh, hey, hell yeah, I walk into walls all the time. Yeah, the voice acting world is a little tumultuous right now. But that's why that's going to be down the line. That's going to be when we open up the Patreon, how much the Patreon pulls in terms of being able to support the art, the programming, the assets. Because none of the Patreon money is going to go to me. None of it's going to go to me. All of it will be transparently allocated, with 30% going to taxes, because the US government loves to take chunks of change. I'm so sorry. And then 70% of it going to the development of the game, whether it be to the artists, to the composers, to the sound effects, because there's going to be some sound effects. We're going to need sound effects. And then we're also going to need voice acting and how to allocate a proper budget to make sure we can do that. And no, I will not be doing a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo or anything like that. I don't trust them anymore. I personally do not trust them anymore. Because they let too many scam accounts try and get in and try and steal stuff. So that it's one of those things. So yeah, there's a lot to work on. There's a lot to talk about. This is 2025 though. I think we can make it. I think we can make it. It's just going to be a lot of hard work and just a lot of understanding realistically. This is how the sausage is made. There's never going to be a time where it's just gonna like, hey guys, I did this off screen and you don't know how long I worked on this. No. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Anything that I work on this game is going to be public. It's going to be on a stream. So that way y'all know exactly what goes into a solo indie development game. And mind you, and keep this in mind, I am not every indie developer. I am not every indie solo developer. I am not the guy who made Balatro. I'm not the team that made Among Us. I'm not anyone that has a small team. I'm not the people that made Mouthwashing. I'm not on that. It's a matter of, this is my progress, and this is what I have to do, while I also work full-time as a writer for 2 other projects, and that's how I make my money. So this is my free time. This is my me time. Guys, this is for me. So I make no money off of this. My money will eventually come in when I do sell this game, which I'm, knocking on wood, gonna try and keep this game at $10 to $15. I don't plan to go higher than 15 because 1, I want people to be able to have the money to buy it. 2, it's a fun fucking game and it's my first foray into something that's not a visual novel. It's more of just, I was never a numbers person where I'm like, I'm going to sell my game for like $30 and all that stuff. Well, I was like, no. I understand how capitalism works, where there are gamers who want to play these games, but if they can't shell out the $30, they're just going to pirate it. And I'd rather not give people an incentive to pirate a game I put my heart and soul into, so I'm going to try and lower the cost as much as possible to buy the game, even if that means I take a lesser quote-unquote profit from it, which would just be me, like, paying for a house, paying off my debt, you know, living, paying for groceries. But yeah, so, anyways. My mouth hurts. Any questions? Any questions before I go? Any questions? Like, any questions at all? It could be about, like, what we have planned. Like, as you can see, we have all of this planned to figure that out. In terms of those who are asking about voice acting, in terms of, like, wanting to volunteer and all that stuff, I'm going to state this right now. I will not consider any volunteer voice actors until the auditions go out. And these will be open auditions. This will not just go towards my roster. This will be open auditions. But I will not consider volunteer unless I get 3 forms of confirmation. As in, like, on the audition document, it'll be like, would you be willing to volunteer your time? Which is a completely reasonable thing to ask on a audition sheet. If you get the role, will you confirm it verbally with me? And then will you sign a contract stating that you accepted it as volunteer work? That way there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is no X, Y, or Z about it in all that regard. But again, you have to audition against literally everyone. And so I would like to pay you for your time. I would honestly love to pay you for your time, because voice actors deserve to be paid. I should know. I am a voice actor. But in terms of any volunteers for this project, even if like it's not a voice actor, even if it's like an artist, a sound designer, composer, I need confirmations, like hardcore, per written. There can't be just like, oh, I was in chat and I said I volunteered. No! Write it out! Put it in a file! Say, I agree to volunteer. Sign your name on the dotted line. Hand it to me. Like, fucking, like, permit style, where it's like, I have a permit, I do what the fuck I want with your name signature on it. That! Like, that way. So, that way, I can get confirmation that you are willing to work for the volunteer of helping out the project on all that stuff. But yeah. But that's here, few far in between. Right now, we are in the solo development process. We are in Michaela does it by herself, and Demon Artie and maybe MKU, like, throws shit at me to, like, consider as a design. Because Demon Artie's throwing stuff at me, and I laugh my ass off at it, and it's really great. Like, there's a, you know, I'm gonna call you out. I'm calling you out now, Demon. I'm sorry. I'm calling you out again. I'm calling you out again. Hold on. Where is it? Boop. Boop. Yeah, like this comic right here, like, it's fantastic. Like, boom. Sister is getting too far. Both of them are shut, but they're both proved to be they were nothing but failures. Don't pity the weak. It's just like, ha, 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 ha. Dude. Be glad I haven't thrown it. Throw it at me. I'm a target. I'm on the wall. Throw it. Throw it at me! But yeah, so throw things at me. I'm completely a-okay with that. If it helps your muse be inspired, if it helps you practice your art, throw it. I don't care. But if you want to make fan arts, if you want to make fan fiction, if you want to make fan theories, OCs, if you want to make your own OC, be my fucking guest. HOTS is the hashtag that we use for any sort of system, like social media system, so we can find the art pieces. We also have a Discord where you can put HOTS fan art and all that stuff. Feel free to throw things in there. It's completely fine. Please don't throw the knives at me. That's not funny. I have a file system that I'll be hosting. Like, again, files where, like, I'm going to be writing contracts. I'm going to have all these legal contracts. I'm going to be having all of these payment agreements, etc., etc. I'm going to have all that down the line. Yeah. But only when we get there. Right now we're in the solo development phase. We are in the solo development. As in, I'm doing all of the things, and people who want to throw shit at me can throw shit at me as much as they want. And then, of course, if I do like the designs or I do like the ideas, I will give permission, written permission, and to use it. Like, for example, I have Demon Artie's permission to use these designs in a written format. To where it's just kind of like, but yeah. Okay. I will draw me as main character to romance. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Alright. So. Is there a way we can get a Discord link to the Discord channel? It might be a little, like, yeah. Permit me to throw it. It's completely. Throw it! I am a target! Throw it! But anyways. My throat hurts now. Now it's not just my mouth. Now it's my throat. Okay. I'm gonna get going. So keep in mind, next week we'll probably finish off Sign, which is gonna be great. And then again, like, we're gonna go up here. Next week we're gonna finish up Sign, which is the next part of our stuff to do. Then we're gonna go to Vampire Mommy. It's gonna be great. What do you think the current ESVR game is for the game? Probably like rated M for mature, because it does deal with like death, like war, expansion, racism, things like that nature, things that are more heavy topics. So probably a rated M for mature. But it's, like, I mean, like, hell, the one route in the one scene in the werewolf route is literally Darian transforming into a werewolf and then literally slaughtering all of the adventurers off screen and just, like, being covered in blood. Yeah, rated M for mature. But anyways, so I'm gonna get going. Is there anyone that I need to throw Twitch people at? Obake Pim. Listen to all Obake Pim. Obake Pim is great. I love Obake Pim. We love it. We love our appreciation. Go ahead and send her love. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. So thanks everyone for coming. Have wonderful sweet dreams, and I will see you all next time. Love you all. Bye.